like to welcome you on behalf of the board of Forfar Athletic once again. As Louise said, this Mascot competition and the provision of our first ever matchday mascot, Club Mascot, was only made possible through the sponsorship of James McLaren and Son and William Sadler and Son, two of the most prominent and oldest businesses in the town. And we're delighted that Michael, Morna, Karen and Sharon are with us tonight. The naming competition ran for a month with entries posted in special bridie boxes in the town's bakeries. This generated a lot of great publicity for the club from media outlets such as the Courier, the Forfar Dispatch, even about a full page in the Scottish Sun, and of course STV filmed the feature as well. 96 entries from children ranging in age from 3 to 12, with a range of wonderful suggestions from all over the local area. Popular themes for names were things related to the bridies: pastry, flaky, short crust, beef, ingans and mince, and of course the local area with Looney, a very popular choice. There were also a few suggestions, no doubt influenced by parents and maybe even grandparents these days, based on former Loons legends such as Seagull, Brashy and Ian McPhee, I believe DC, in the mix. After much deliberation by the judges, Morna Sadler and Karen Murray, they made the difficult decision about the name and the winner. I'm pleased to announce that the winner, the person who chose the winning name, is with us tonight. It's young Ross Milne from Kirriemuir. Are you here, Ross? Up you come, sir. Here's the man. Did you not know you'd won? Hope you remember the name now, do you? Yeah, that's all right then. So Ross here, congratulations Ross. First and foremost, you're getting a presentation here from Karen and Morna, and this allows you to be the mascot. And here's the bridie. Now, your big moment, what's the name?
Baxter the Bridie.
That's it. Baxter the Bridie. Now, just to explain on this one, you're all standing there. Who knows, apart possibly for his parents, how it's Baxter the Bridie? I'll buy anybody a pint if they can give me this answer, unless you're related to him. Here's a chance here, Scott. No? It's your Terry's name, but that wasn't the right reason. The reason that the judges, anyway, decided Baxter was the ideal name, it was the only entry with that name, and it is the old Scots and Anglo-Saxon word for a baker. So there you are. Saying it was sponsored by the baker. But it is his Teddy's name as well. So we now move on to the unveiling of the new home kit for the season ahead. The strip, as ever, has been provided by Pendle, the club's kit supplier now for more years than we care to remember. And they do a fantastic job. They obviously supply a fair bit of the team's kit free of charge. And they're an amazing company in that they can supply us with just one strip if we need it within 24 hours. And that's one of the reasons we stick with them. I know a lot of people say, why do you not try Adidas and Nike? But I think probably with a club like Forfar Athletic would have to wait about 6 months to get a strip from them. So we're very pleased that Pendle have been able to continue their sponsorship of the club in that way as well. The strip design is a new design to Pendle, a new colour combination that they've only brought out this season. It's being modelled tonight by 3 of the players, Martin Fotheringham, Kerr Hay and Michael Kennedy, and I think they may just about be ready. It'd be an unusual sight to see Foxy walking out here, he's usually injured. And here they come. And they're joined by Bro Taylor, Michael and James Fitzgerald and Henry Cahoon. Grant Adam, welcome back to Grant, the goalkeeper. He's modelling the new range of leisure wear, which is also provided by Pendle, that the players will be wearing to travel to all the games and that their season. And if you're impressed with that, you can order it online through Pendle.
Welcome this evening. How's the evening gone in your thoughts?
I think it's been absolutely excellent the way it's gone so far. We're so grateful to everyone for turning up and making it such a success. And I just hope it's going to continue the way it is for the rest of the evening.
It's certainly been a good evening so far. The Bridie, or should I say Baxter?
Baxter the Bridie,
Baxter
correct.
Now
Yes.
here is going to be a valued addition to the club, do you think?
I think it'll make a big difference. It's appealing to the kids as well. It just takes it to a new dimension, sort of thing. So we're delighted with it.
And the unveiling of the new home kit, very smart, isn't it?
The home kit is absolutely excellent. If I was 30 years younger, I would probably get one myself.
They do them in your size, though.
I think
Now, you have a new role here, haven't you, at Station Park?
Yes, I
Now, Vice-Chairman
became Vice-Chairman quite
of this
recently.
club. So how did that come about?
I think Alistair was just looking for someone to give a wee bit of extra backing, etc. And actually Alistair and I joined the board at exactly the same time. So I was asked to sort of give him an assistance, if he's away on business, etc. I would look after some of the things that he looks after.
So what are your job details? What do you actually do as Vice-Chairman?
Basically just a backup to Alistair, and to be honest, the short time that I've been in the job, I've been so busy with the new shop that we're opening tonight, and with the closed season, of course, things aren't as busy perhaps for the chairman. Well, the chairman very busy getting new players in, etc. with the manager. That's slightly out with my remit, although I'm kept online with it. So once the season starts again, we get over all the jobs that we have to do during the closed season, I'll be more involved certainly with the chairman on that.
You must be itching for the first game, never mind competitive, just to get a game and get back on the pitch again.
I'm actually itching to get the jeans and the dirty t-shirt off and get the club suit back on again.
What's your thoughts for the season with the signings that you've seen that's been made by the manager? How do you feel about the season ahead?
I think Gary has brought in players that of the quality required to get to really try for this league. He's got some really good players that are willing to get really stuck in. So all in all, we're absolutely delighted with the players. There's one or two more to come in yet, of course. And of course next Tuesday we'll see some of the new players in the first team action on this park here.
And the fixture list came out last week, and you couldn't ask for a better fixture really to start the season with than a historic one with Edinburgh City.
Yes, it's just unfortunate perhaps it wasn't here. We'd love that because I'm sure we would have got quite a bit of publicity for that one.
But it's nice to be part of history in the making.
Down at Meadowmark.
And looking forward to playing a new side.
It will be very, very interesting to see how, we've looked down their team list and to see who they've got playing with them. I'm sure they've got some good players there as well. They've come up, they've done very well to get promoted into the leagues. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
And so, what would be your prediction just at the end for the season? What would be your prediction?
Well, obviously, to go down the company line, we're obviously going for promotion to get back to where we were. And I think we'll definitely be there or thereabout. So the manager, the whole team, we're all behind it. You've seen the enthusiasm this evening within the club. So we're absolutely delighted to get the football started and let's get promoted.
Well, Dennis, we wish you all your best in your role as Vice-Chairman at the club, and we look forward to a good season ahead.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for your contribution tonight.
No problem. Thank you, Dennis. Right, Gary, thanks for joining us this evening. How have you enjoyed this evening?
Yeah, it's been good. There's been a good turnout, and there's been a lot of local interest in obviously the new mascot and the unveiling of the new strip tonight. So yeah, I think it's been a good evening for the club.
Yeah, he's right behind you now, Baxter. Do you think you could give him a game?
I'm not sure, but hopefully the players that we've brought in will do a better job than what Baxter will be able to do in that Bridie outfit.
Talking of players, you've made quite a few signings, and we've just been speaking to Dennis, and he says there's a couple more hopefully in the pipeline. How hard is it to build a team, or how easy is it to build a team?
Well, it's getting players to fit into positions that that we think are that we really need. We had a basic squad that we had we retained from last year. We had to work around that and fill positions that we thought that we need to strengthen. We've went out and we've brought I think half a dozen new players in now, and I'm sure come the start of the season that these players will strengthen the team and help us hopefully to have a successful season.
Have you been able to have a break at all?
I was on holiday for a couple of weeks. I come back the same day as what we started pre-season training, so back to the holiday and straight back into it. But pre-seasons get shorter and shorter these days, and it's great. You go there and the players come back in much better condition than what they did in the time when I played. So it's much easier to get the footballs right from day one, and gone are the days of the running for 2 weeks and without a football. First night training, balls are out, and it keeps the players happy as well, and they're responsive to that.
How is pre-season going?
It's gone very well. I think we've got a good squad together. Hopefully over the next 2 or 3 weeks as well, we can build a bit of, get a good team spirit, because I think a good team spirit in the dressing room, gets you through the season. And that's a big aim that we, that's another thing we bringing in players. It's not just playing ability; it's fitting into dressing rooms and being the right type. Players with winning mentalities, and players that we're not just going to bring players in that go through the motions. We want players who want to come to Station Park on a Saturday win football matches, and the players that we've brought in, I'm sure you'll see that that's what they like to do.
And you brought in 2 or 3 of them you've worked with before. Grant Adam, you've worked with him before.
Yeah, we've worked with Grant, we've worked with Jamie Bain, David Cox, Jimmy Lister. So we know what they're capable of. We know they're the right type in the dressing room. And I'm sure you've seen these boys play before as well, and on the Saturday, they cause teams problems, and they're actually real good professionals, and I'm sure they'll continue that into this season coming.
So we've got the League Cup first, whatever it's called now, I can't remember, Betfred Cup, isn't it now it's called?
Yep.
It's not the hardest group you're in, there's going to be tough games, but do you fancy your chances?
I think they're all tough games, Peterhead, Dumbarton, East Fife and ourselves, we are the team from the only team in League 2 that are on our section, so I wouldn't agree with it's not the hardest section. All sections are going to be hard, and but there's some good games in there. It'll be a good experience for some of the lads as well, going to Dens Park on the Saturday and playing in front of 3,000 or 4,000 there, and hopefully at that stage we're still maybe in with a shout of qualifying for the next round.
And you set up your pre-season, you've set up 5 games for the pre-season. Could you put me through, what's your idea as regards thinkings of the teams? How do you decide what teams you want to play in pre-season?
I think it's looking at it was difficult this year, obviously, with the Challenge Cup and the League Cup being early, because you don't know really until they're drawn, you don't know who you're playing against, so it was real difficult to organise pre-season games. Hence the reason we went for teams that we didn't think we would be playing. We actually had a provisional game against Peterhead arranged as well, but when we got drawn in the section with them, we had to cancel that one. So it was difficult, but the games we've got, they're real good games. Wraith Rovers, and then I think Wraith Rovers, Dundee United, then it's Wraith Rovers, it's Brora, then it's Dundee United, Inverurie, and then Cove Rangers is the final one. They're a real good standard of game, and it's about it's not about winning pre-season games. It's about getting players match fitness and up to speed for the for the real games beginning.
And finally, your thoughts for this season. I mean, it's obviously promotion's going to be up there. You really want to get back up the leagues, but what goals have you set yourself for this season?
Well, I think the main goal is to try and get back up. And there's absolutely no. There's no promise of saying we're going to win the league, because it'll be a hard league, as it always is. But our aim is to get back up, promoted back into League 1. And the players we've brought in, I'm hopeful, and
who do you see as your main challengers?
I think all 9. I'm not going to single out any challengers at the minute. All 9 will be every game will be difficult. Teams all have strengthened to last year. Hopefully we've done the same, and it's going to be an interesting season.
So you don't think there's a standout team? You think they're all pretty equal? So it's going to be.
I think it'll be pretty equal. On any given day, I'm sure any team could beat any other, and it's up to us to be on our toes every Saturday to go through the season and win more games than anyone else in the league, and hopefully at the end, come April, May time, that's us getting promoted.
And very, very finally, what do you think of your new kits and the new?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a bit of a change for last year, but as I say, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter how the players look. It's how they perform. They can. But it's a nice kit, and hopefully that the fans that came along tonight will be across the new shop and purchasing it, because all little helps the club, and every little helps the club, but it helps myself to bring in players and finances. So if you're listening, make sure you buy the new kit.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Cheers.
Aisling, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Neil.
Could you tell us first of all your role at the club and with this event?
Well, I've kind of just for my sins, got roped into doing the new merchandising role with my friends Lisa Taylor and Louise Huggan, and then we just thought that we would organise a launch event for the shop, the new merchandising range and the new strip.
And how long did this event take to organise?
Well, we first started talking about it a few months ago, so it's been planning for a few months, and so we just all hoped it would come together tonight, and I think it has.
What stresses did you have in organising? Because although you all got on well, no stresses in organising an event.
No stresses at all. No.
Everything went smoothly.
Yeah, well, maybe dealing with grumpy chairman from time to time, but apart from that, it's all been fine.
I know what that's like.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed the night?
I think it's gone quite well, though we've all just been rushing about trying to do loads of stuff, but I think it all came together in the end.
It seems to have been a complete success.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Everybody seems happy.
At least the rain stayed off as well,
That's
that's good too.
That was certainly excellent. What are your thoughts on the design of the new shirt?
It's good, isn't it? It's quite different from the last one as well, so hopefully that'll encourage more people to buy it as well. Being quite different from the hoop design, so we're hoping for lots of sales.
Have you bought yours yet?
Well, no, I've bought the children's,
That's fair enough.
But we do have a new female range as well, so yeah, we can offer that. Yes, definitely. I've got my hoodie, so yeah.
One new signing that we just spoke to a minute ago, who will not be in the manager's starting 11, granted, is the club's new mascot, known as Bridie till about an hour ago, but now officially known as Baxter. Who came up with this idea of having a club mascot?
Well, when we first kind of got together, deciding to do the merchandising, it was something that we spoke to the supporters club about and thought that it would be a good idea to have a mascot, and the obvious choice was the Bridie. So so we just thought we'd roll with it, and then we got support from the local bakers, from McLaren's and Sadler's, and then it just kind of went from there. So but I think it's been a success.
It certainly has. And I did notice, you might want to make a shout out here, I did notice on Facebook that you're looking for people to wear it. So do you want to make a wee shout out for that?
Yeah, that would be great. We've got quite a few people that want to do it, but obviously nobody's committed to every week, so if anybody's interested in doing it, they can get in touch through the Facebook page or the email, which is bridiefafc@gmail.com.
Great. And do you have them in different sizes, or is it one size fits all?
It's one size fits all, so you either have to roll it up or pull it down.
Do you think the name suits them?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And we didn't realise that was the old name for a baker as well.
No.
And Ross, who won it, he didn't realise it either, so it's all worked out really well.
Named it after his teddy bear, it seems.
Yeah.
But quite a clever teddy bear.
Yeah, I don't think he wants, that's not cool for that to be public knowledge.
Maybe it's his mother's teddy bear. Another change that supporters will notice when the next come into the turnstiles at Station Park and turn to the left and head for the club shop is it's not there anymore. Isn't it? It's kind of moved to the right. What has happened with the shop?
Well, we've decided, Cameron had obviously worked really hard over the last 8 years, and he's been doing it himself, which is a massive feat. But we managed to get a new facility, so we've managed to kit it out with help of lots of local businesses just to make it bigger and better and stock a more extensive range as well. So,
and maybe if I just turn the camera just for a second and just slowly zoom, I'll just give supporters an idea roughly of just where the club shop is. It's not too far from the old one, just behind the goal there, and that is the club shop. So that's...
Spend lots of money.
How do you see all these changes now benefiting the club?
Well, you just want more kids to come, don't you, and just enjoy it and know that they can come and they can run about. And you saw what the kids were like tonight with the players. They were so excited just to be able to come out and meet them and chat to them and stuff, and just have a family feel about it. And it's great fun on a Saturday.
You got any other ideas of how you can encourage kids to come to the games?
Maybe we could do more stuff with the Bridie and the players and the manager. I know he's quite keen to do things with the kids, especially kids season ticket holders. So if kids get their season ticket, they'll be in for a few treats. Yeah.
Well, you've certainly encouraged people with some offers tonight to part with their money and make Forfar
Yay, that's what we need.
Aisling, thanks for joining us this evening, and go and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Is that me off?